What up, fam? We're back with another one to keep documenting our crazy parasitic infection journey. That part, crazily enough, I've already found out that part. Somehow I'm being literally shadow banned already. That part, I literally have like one or two subscribers, so it's pretty crazy. And that too, again, first of all literally glory to my creator who just absolutely loves and adores me. You know what I'm saying? That part, and is helping me realize so much stuff about myself. So, again, it is totally getting better because I'm taking my herbs that I need to take to cleanse my body of all these toxic little bugs that just are very toxic. So, yesterday though, right, bro. Oh my god, spent literally so long just crying my eyes out, like crying my eyes out. Essentially, like a newborn baby being rebirthed. So, uh, yeah, that's for whoever it's for. But yes, again, these parasites, that part. I'm assuming the ones like in your heart, around your heart, on your heart. I don't really know how that works inside of here. But oh my god, like bro, just these bang ganging ass parasites are just, it is crazy. So right, essentially, because again the mind controlling parasite is literally in everyone. Um, these parasites, quote unquote, had me catching feelings for someone that again even I knew that I shouldn't have been catching feelings for. So, I did the best that I could to not do so. However, that part, everything like has a purpose, and I promise you, like creator, source, God knows, nothing will literally get me to cry quicker than some, beautiful woman or whatever. So, just it's crazy, but I mean, the way that these parasites use people as pawns in a sick parasitic, like diabolical game, bro. It is some next level shit. Like next level. Like again, I'm absolutely convinced in my heart of hearts, that's like my real heart. There's just no way any human being could ever be this diabolical, quote unquote evil, quote unquote disgusting, literally without having these parasites in them. Like some people say 90% of people have these parasites or whatever, but what I'm saying, if you don't even know that they're in there, then you have them. Because again, that's the favorite trick of the devil, and again, the devil is just these little parasites in your body. So anyway, again, I mean, just the way that they used, first of all, this other vessel as well in this game to, I mean, literally, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was doing just all types of stuff that just was completely, unnecessary or whatever the fuck. Um, just again, it makes no sense. Like for instance, like when I was working there, I listened to my music or whatever, and I was listening to T by Emok. It might be, or it might be Amok. I don't really know, but it's EMAWK. I don't know how it's pronounced, but the song is called Tea, and it's a very chill song about obviously making, a cup of tea for hard days and heartbreaks and all of this stuff. So the other day when I went in or whatever, she was making a cup of tea, and now again in my head, what I heard was she's making a cup of tea, and I'm like, obviously, it did make me smile because I'm going, through a very challenging time. And again, I take responsibility for everything that I put in my environment, everything that I have around me, everything that I watch or don't watch. But that part, like literally to make me think that she was into me or whatever it is. So, again, just the way that they use human beings is crazy. Like for instance, I was staying at this boarding house, right, when all of this beautiful experience started. Again, I'm never gonna say these strangers' names because I don't really know them. I've never met them. I've never had a conversation with these strangers. Like the voices that I hear of these strangers in this freaking house that I no longer live in have been out of this house for months, and yet I hear their two voices. Just it's like they're literally the voices of the parasites that are in my body, which is crazy to me. And that part, they keep saying all types of crazy ass shit, like something about I'm stuck in a dream and blah blah blah. None of that is possible. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that part. The parasites literally use humans as pawn in a 6-hit game, just the way that God uses humans as a pawn, and a game of unconditional just love and life in general. So again, the parasites really are the opposite of just God or source, creation. They're just, bro, they're definitely not into unconditional love. They definitely be blinding the shit out of people, and I guess, I don't know, just making them see stuff in a parasitic, fucked up way. Excuse my language, YouTube. I don't, what I'm saying? I don't, that too. Oh, God. I'm absolutely convinced that even the people who, whatever, monitor YouTube or have all these guideline rules when we're all literally, quote unquote, transitioning into our next lives or quote unquote dying, that's parasitic. Don't worry about what I say or do. Like, if you're not literally funding my business, then mind your business. So, it's just, oh my God, bro. It's a crazy journey. So again, I really am just documenting this these days because I am certain no one is ever going to convince me ever again that anything ungodly is not parasitic, or that or that people are this evil and this disgustingly diabolical when you don't even know me or I don't even know you. Again, the parasites make you think shit that's not even your thought. They're not even your thoughts. So I'm also convinced that lots of people hear thoughts of all different kinds, by the way. Some are source given thoughts, but those thoughts, they don't actually come with talking and like human English language or whatever. Now that does depend. But right, like the rest of the thoughts that you just be thinking out of nowhere, like you walk into a store or whatever and you look at somebody and you think the thought that, oh, this person is looking at me funny or whatever. That's a parasitic thing. You don't know what they're thinking. None of us are really mind readers, whether we have special like spiritual gifts or not. You're not really reading anybody's mind, and if you don't even know this person's name in general, that why it doesn't even matter what the fuck they are thinking about you. So again, I just heard the parasite say, I made you think so and so loves you. So that it's crazy how they work and just use all types of stuff. It is parasitic though. I can still feel them. It does feel differently, thank God, because we are taking our herbs and our parasites, but just the way that this mind controlling parasite works in conjunction with all of the other toxic parasites in your body, in your flesh, in your human flesh, that's actually dead anyway. It's only animated by the spark of God that is within. So I do praise God that the spark of God that is within me, it cannot fail, it cannot lose. I, as a human, which that part, I am literally God having a human experience. So I, as that being, am living and learning, and that part. So you're right, you learn, you live, you live, you learn. Like, it's a whole thing. So essentially that's what's crazy. After literally crying just all my stuff out, so much stuff, and that part, first of all, I do feel better. It's perfectly natural and healthy to cry, Because God doesn't cry. You know what I'm saying? As we have to do this as humans. God ain't crying about nothing, not ever. Because God is just a source of infinite love. And everything else that is not that, our own humans come up with it. Like, it was my human that got the parasitic infection. God can't have no parasitic infection. God can't be sick. God can't be hateful. God can't be evil. Only human beings can do this stuff when they have toxic little bugs inside of them. So, again, shout out to Dr. B and all of his wonderful herbs and stuff that help you get rid of this stuff. Yeah, again, I'm sorry, I'm doing my best to stay focused. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? They love to be little distractors when, especially, you are talking about them and how to get rid of them. They can't stand that shit. So, for the most part, I mean, being just, it is what it is. I really am infinite and it doesn't bother me. And I really did. I mean, I just woke up stronger. It is what it is. Because I know that when it's divine timing for my divine partner or partners to come into my life, they will come into my life. But we have other things to do and get focused on and about. And the most important thing is obviously getting these parasites out of my environment and my body. And it's, bro, they're like, there's paranormal parasites, there's spiritual like, it's the level of these parasites, like, is crazy. And I'm starting to wonder if I literally have personally been picked out to literally study all of these different kinds of things or whatever, because that part I've been seeing. And again, I have a parasitic infection, please keep that in mind. So I've been seeing just this weird being type thing, or this weird face or whatever. So that part, the first time I seen it, it was quote unquote a melanated like woman's face or whatever. And I seen it like within the trees, and it was broad daylight. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking and looking or whatever. And literally the eyes of this being were glowing red. So I don't know what that means. I'm not freaked out or like spooked out. The first time I was, because I did not know what was happening to me. However, I just seen it like again. However, the face was like, it was a little bit different. I did still see the glowing red eyes. So again, when anybody sees this video, and if by chance you know what the heck that being even is or could be, again, I'm convinced it's definitely attached to obviously some parasitic entities and some parasites that, again, while they are 2 billion years old, I'm infinite. So I'm older than they are. And I mean, they act like little children. Oh my God. And just, it's, again, they really are responsible for just everything ungodly that is going on. They are. So again, I cannot tell you what to eat and what not to eat. But, if you can, clean it up. Eat as clean as you possibly can. Eat some herbs. Get a Paracleanse from elevationtime.com. That part. And again, that part, I actually wanted to shout out my creator, because this morning when I got up and I went to get my tea for my detox or whatever, that part, I mean, the creator pretty much just gave me a cup of tea on the house. So, I mean, everything really does always have a purpose. Everything really is always working out for me. I literally refuse to be a slave to my temporary conditions. That part, even, you know what I'm saying? That part, we're gonna have to let our cigarettes go just because we're gonna have to. It's just, while I understand tobacco didn't actually used to be toxic or cause cancer, it does now, because this is a toxic environment. Yeah. Anyway, I don't care. There may or may not have been a bug on me, but it's just, crazy. That too. So I don't know, fam. Just, Send me love and light. I'm sending you love and light. And again, shout out to the schizo community that is literally hearing the voices of the beings in their environment, and nobody around them knows what it is or can even tell them what it is. So that's why, I mean, first of all, God cannot be stopped. So, that part, there is no if. God definitely wants this information to get out because it is affecting God's children in all different sorts of types of ways. And God really does love their children. So, I mean, it'll get out when it gets out. And I'm thankful in advance to anyone who watches and supports my channel. So, again, have a beautiful day. Even, oh my gosh, if these times are just completely just crazily challenging, and that part, and the parasites are trying to make you feel alone and all of this other shit, you are not alone. You could never be alone. God is within you all of the time. So, if anything, just try to remember that. And also try to remember, you know what I'm saying, if you're crying like a baby, this is your rebirth. Welcome, 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 bro. So again, just peace and love and light, family.